Good morning. It is Friday morning. It is 7:30. It is the 29th day of October 2021. And I am your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, sports, controversy, speculation, and nonsense. The OGGM. And if I sound a little weird this morning, it's because I am having a horrible allergy attack to something. I don't know what. I don't know if it's grass, mold, fungus, pollen, alien spores, but geez. I am King Allergy this morning. And speaking of alien spores, see how I did that there? That's cleverness for you. We've got some news from our friends over at TSR, courtesy of the Evil DM, a fellow YouTuber who recently interviewed some individuals working over at the current incarnation of TSR. Don't even ask me to get into that. Just stop. So, first and foremost, we have no new news on the cyberbullying threats that TSR received earlier this week. So we do know a couple individuals are being looked at, some of them more close to home than others. No, it's not me. But on brighter news that doesn't involve cyberbullying and conspiracies and threats, apparently it looks like Star Frontiers, the science fiction role-playing game, is going to see a rebirth courtesy of TSR. They have at least something in enough of a creation existing that the Evil DM was able to get a sneak peek of it. I cannot show that sneak peek, of course, because I don't have his permission, but we do have some news that it appears that TSR is attempting to reproduce the Star Frontiers license and get it out hopefully soon. It would be nice to see another space-based classic OSR role-playing game brought up to the 21st century, and anybody that can give Wizards of the Coast a little competition is always nice, because if nothing else, it brings attention to new companies. It brings attention to Wizards of the Coast, who hopefully will then decide to get back to making good product instead of insulting. No, never mind, I'm not going there. You almost tricked me, but no, I'm not going there. So what is Star Frontiers? It was a science fiction role-playing game produced by the original TSR back in around 1982. It was a space opera action-adventure setting, so it was more hard sci-fi as opposed to like Spelljammer, which is, magic sci-fi, D&D in space. Star Frontiers was a more of an attempt to capture the classic space opera, traveler, Star Trek type of field. It took place in the center of a spiral galaxy. Previously undiscovered quirk in the laws of physics allowed starships to jump the void, a hyperspatial realm that greatly shortens the travel times between inhabited worlds once they reach 1% of the speed of light. The basic setting was an area known as the Frontier Sector, where four sentient races, Drlasti, humans, Vrusk, and Yazirin, had met and formed a unitary planet federation. The original homeworlds of the Drasti, humans, and Vruks were never detailed in this setting, and it's possible they no longer existed. Opinion. A large number of the star systems shown on the map of the Frontier Sector in the basic rulebook were unexplored, undetailed, allowing the game master, called referee in this game, to put whatever they wish there. Players could take on a number of possible roles in the setting, but the default was to act as hired agents of the Pan-Galactic Corporation. I guess they created the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster. In exploring the frontier and fighting the aggression and incursion of the alien and mysterious worm-like race known as the Cathar. Many published modules for the game followed these themes. We have the races that you could play were humans, of course, us. We had the Azirian, which were anthropomorphs similar to terrestrial apes. We had Rusk, which were insects. And we had the Jurassites, Dralasites, God, words, which were short amoeba-like creatures. Oh, so hey, basically you had a gelatinous cube as a player character race. Awesome. There were also a few non-player races like the Cathar and a couple others, including the Mechanoids or Mechanons, Huma, which were basically anthropomorphic kangaroos, efficient, oh god, IFSHNIT. the efficient, which were akin to dwarves. Oh, that's bad. That one's bad. I wonder how long it went before anybody noticed that pun. And the Osakar, which were lanky panothengeneric quadrupeds, and the Mechanons, which were intelligent robots. If you don't know what panothenogeric means, it means basically reptiles. Creatures capable of asexual reproduction. Quadrupods, of course, meaning 4 legs. The game mechanics were a percentile-based system. Characters had attributes rating from 1 through 100, which could be rolled against for raw attribute actions such as lifting items or getting in the way of falling rocks. There were 8 attributes that were paired together: strength, stamina, dexterity, reaction speed, intuition, logic, personality, leadership, and it was a skill-based system. So there we go. It received moderate reviews. It was around for a while, sort of always in the background compared to the Dungeons and Dragons and other stuff that TSR made. But I guess it's one of the titles that fell through the cracks because Wizards of the Coast does not appear to have it. TSR does. Or maybe TSR is rushing to get it out before whatever Travelers of the Multiverse is going to be. Some people hinted that they thought it was going to be Star Frontiers or one of their space games that TSR made or Wizards of the Coast tried to make earlier. But if TSR gets this Star Frontiers out first, does that mean Wizards of the Coast can't use the name? I don't know. I have asked how this falls under the Wizards of the Coast Hasbro TSR copyright ownership weirdness thing. But don't have an answer yet. So who knows? Maybe it's a race to get the name out first, or maybe it was just one of the TSR titles Wizards of the Coast wasn't interested in purchasing when they purchased TSR, and thus the rights fell back to TSR, and so they can produce a Star Frontiers. And Wizards of the Coast is going to make Travelers of the Multiverse sometime next year, whatever that's going to be, sort of a Spelljammer Planescape combination, I think. Who knows? It'll be interesting. They should really just call it Travelers of the Multiverse and not call it anything else. That's the perfect name for it, and I would be really surprised if they don't, and I would want to know, hey, you already had a great name. Why didn't you use it? Travelers of the Multiverse would be a perfect name for the book. Anyways, that's some TSR news. Of course, we still have no news on the individuals who sent the threatening letter to TSR and Wizards Tower Games. We know that there is an investigation ongoing. And there's definitely some looking going at individuals who have posted on a certain Discord. Some individuals more than other who regularly make posts and Discord posts and Twitter posts about attacking companies like this are being reviewed. So hopefully we'll have a resolution. Can't talk this morning. When can I ever talk? Why do I do this? So obviously I can't communicate despite the fact I have a degree in communication and theater. Talk to you soon. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content, let me know. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs and we'll do something crazy. There are plenty of ways to support me with the holidays coming up if you're feeling generous. I have two pieces of merch on my merch store now over at Teespring. Of course, I have the locals. I have a a PayPal, Ko-Fi, or you could just say hi, OGGM, and, give me a holiday high five because you appreciate what I'm doing. Till next time, stay warm, have a great weekend. Remember, it's Halloween, so don't do anything too dangerous. And if you own a cat, especially a black cat, keep it inside over the weekend. I will talk to you later. See ya.